Foreign academics and researchers enlarge the community of science and technology professionals. They bring fresh and creative ideas and help by contributing to the national interest of the United States. Therefore, many colleges and universities have decided to employ foreign faculty and have a dynamic team of professors, scholars, and researchers and professional staff. Hi. This is Max from the Visa Library. In this video, I want to talk about different ways that foreign university professors and lecturers can come to the US for work. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, do it right now and like the video because believe me, you don't want to miss out on our future videos. Let's go. First, let's talk about the working conditions and environment for university professors and lecturers in the US. College professors have flexible working hours. They must teach a given number of classes, have a certain amount of office hours each week, and attend committee hearings as needed. However, teachers can set out time for research, grading papers, and preparing for lessons. Furthermore, college instructors get numerous holidays off and just a modest workload, if any, during the summer. College professors spend much of their time indoors in classes, offices, conference rooms, libraries, and research facilities. They may stand for significant amounts of time while teaching in the classroom, but are otherwise seated at work. What are the basic requirements for professors to immigrate to the US? Let's see. Colleges expect their lecturers to be experts in their fields. They are invited to visit conferences, read new materials, and keep their skills and knowledge up to date. Let's look at the requirements. Number 1, master's degree. Number 2, competitive exam score. It is necessary to have taken and passed any of the government-approved competitive tests like National Eligibility Test or NET, Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering or GATE, State Level Eligibility Test or SET, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research or CSRI. Number 3, doctoral degree. If you obtain a PhD degree from a regular university, you can get a professor job without taking any competitive tests. This signifies that at least 2 external evaluators have examined your research thesis and you have appeared for viva voce. You must also have at least 2 related research publications published. Number 4, teaching experience and skills. 3 to 14 years of formal educational teaching experience are required. You must be confident and optimistic and have a unique teaching approach. In addition, you must have excellent communication and representation abilities and the ability to convey your subject clearly and passionately. Good organization, time management, and problem-solving skills may also be advantageous. Number 5, research and publications. You must produce several peer-reviewed papers, articles, or books demonstrating your expertise. You must also be actively involved in studying and presenting new advancements in your profession. What are the visa options for university professors to immigrate to the US? Number 1, J1 visa. The J1 visa category comprises a wide variety of foreign national exchange visitors such as professors, researchers, scholars, and teachers visiting the United States as a part of an exchange program for particular functions such as research, teaching, instructing, or lecturing. There are 3 types of J1 visas for professors and lecturers. Number 1, J1 short-term scholar or visiting scholars or visiting professors who will be in the United States for no more than 6 months. Number 2, J1 professor for individuals engaged primarily in teaching, lecturing, observing, or consulting at post-secondary accredited educational institutes, and etc. Number 3, J1 research scholar for individuals who work primarily in post-secondary authorized educational institutions, museum, etc. It is possible for the J1 professors to change their visa status to a legal permanent residence or another non-immigrant visa type. If J1 professors desire to stay in the US beyond the deadline of their program and change their visa status, or if they desire to come back to the US before completing the 2 years overseas, they could request a waiver of the 2-year foreign residence requirements. Number 2, H-1B visa. H-1B visas help universities hire professionals in specialist vocations such as professors and lecturers. To get an H-1B visa as a professor or researcher, the employer must show the job needs at least a bachelor's degree in a particular discipline, and the foreign applicants have the necessary degree or its equivalent. The H-1B visa has an annual cap. The foreign professor may be excluded from the cap if the foreign national will be working at a higher education institution or a linked or associated non-profit entity, or a non-profit for government-sponsored research organization. Number 3, O1 visa. The O1 visa category permits foreigners with exceptional aptitude in the sciences and education to visit the United States and engage in official activities relating to the field of endeavor. The qualifying foreign national must have received national or worldwide recognition in the past. Professors and researchers must demonstrate exceptional competence in science or teaching. To be qualified, the foreigner must possess, number 1, a significant, widely recognized honor like the Nobel Prize, or number 2, at least 3 of the documentation I'm about to say, proof of nationality or globally renowned medals in their fields of expertise, an evaluation by acknowledged national or worldwide experts that shows the performance in their fields of expertise, published material in professional or significant trade magazines or major media relevant to the field of work, including the title, date, and the writer of these publication materials, as well as any appropriate translation. Next one, proof of involvement on a panel or individually as a judge of the work of others in the same or a related field of specialty. Next one, proof of significant original scientific, academic, or commercial contributions in their fields. Next one, proof of scientific article authorship in the area, professional journals, or other prominent media. Next, evidence showing the work in a crucial role for organizations and places with a good reputation. Next one, documentation showing received substantial wages or other payments for services as indicated by contracts or other solid evidence. If the requirements do not directly apply to your profession, you may present any equivalent evidence to show the beneficiary's eligibility. Number 4, TN visa. Citizens of Canada and Mexico are eligible for the TN non-immigrant visa to work as teachers and professors at universities and researchers in the US. Canadian and Mexican professors and researchers are qualified under certain conditions. Let's see. The applicant's profession is on the NAFTA list. Next, the job position needs an NAFTA professional. Next, the candidate must be employed full-time or part-time by a U.S. employer. Next, the majority of jobs need a bachelor's degree. However, some jobs have different requirements than a bachelor's degree, while others demand experience in addition to the degree. What are the green card options for university professors to immigrate to the US? Let's see. Number 1, the EB-1.1 for foreigners with extraordinary ability. Exceptional professors have acquired a degree of a skill that indicates they are among the few people who have risen to the peak of their field of expertise. Their accomplishments must have received national or international recognition and obtained field recognition. A foreign national professor or researcher may also find an EB-1.1 extraordinary ability petition independently. In other words, they can self-petition. To be considered as an individual with extraordinary abilities, a professor must offer verifiable confirmation of a one-time achievement, such as a globally recognized honor like the Nobel Prize, or at least 3 of the items I am about to mention. First one, documents of received lesser-known national or international medals for achievements in your field of expertise, or number 2, documents of your participation in associations in your subject of expertise that demand exceptional achievements of its members. It must be determined by acknowledged national or worldwide experts. Or number 4, material about yourself that has been published in professional or large trade magazines or other prominent media showing your work in the field. Such proof must include the title, date, and author of the content, as well as any appropriate translation. Or number 5, documents showing if you have judged a colleague's work in the same or a related field of specialization, or if you have been a panel member. Or number 6, evidence of your significant original scientific, academic, creative, athletic, or commercial contributions to your field. Or number 7, evidence of your scholarly articles in professional or significant trade journals or in other prominent media. Number 8, evidence of your work being displayed in the field at creative exhibitions or showcases. Number 9, evidence that you have served in a leadership or crucial capacity for well-known organizations or facilities. Number 10, evidence showing you have had a high wage or requested a higher payment for your services in comparison to others in the field. Number 2, EB-1.2 for outstanding professors and researchers. Worldwide acknowledged professors and researchers can apply for this. To be eligible for an EB-1.2 visa, you must be a foreigner who meets certain criteria. Let's see. Number 1, you need worldwide acknowledgement as excellent in a particular academic field. Any teaching or research experience acquired while working on an advanced degree will be accepted. However, This experience is only accepted if you have obtained the degree and the teaching responsibilities in classes where you had the full responsibility, or if your research was recognized as exceptional within the academic field. In addition, proof of teaching experience or research must be in the form of a letter from a present or previous employer. It must contain the employer's name, address, title, and a detailed explanation of your tasks. Number 2, you must have at least 3 years of professional teaching in academic teaching or research. Number 3, you must have a stable job offer and wish to enter the US for certain reasons, like a permanent academic job in a university or other institution of higher learning, or a comparable job in a university or higher education institution to undertake research in the field, or a comparable job to do research in the region with a private employer's department, division, or institution. If the employer hires at least 3 people full-time in research activities and has demonstrated achievements in an academic subject. That's important. One more thing. Green card petitions for excellent professors and researchers must be supported by appropriate documents demonstrating that the professor is globally acknowledged as exceptional in the academic field stated in the petition. This proof must indicate at least 2 of the categories I'm about to mention. Number 1, evidence of receipt of significant honors for high academic accomplishments, or number 2, documentation of participation in academic societies and demand extraordinary achievements from its members, or number 3, published content regarding your academic work in professional journals published by others. This item must include the title, date, and author, as well as any appropriate translation, or number 4, evidence demonstrating your engagement as a judge of the work of others in the same or a related academic discipline, either independently or on a panel. Number 5, original scientific or intellectual research contributions to the academic discipline. Number 6, proof of your scholarly book or article authorship in a scholarly publications with worldwide distribution in your academic discipline. Number 3, about visas. EB2 visa for professional with advanced degrees or people with exceptional ability. The EB2 green card category comprises, number 1, foreigners with advanced degrees or equivalents, a master's degree or higher, or at least a bachelor's degree with 5 years of progressive experience is required for an advanced degree. Number 2, foreigners with remarkable talent in sciences, art, or business. Individuals must present verification for 3 of the items I'm about to mention to be categorized as having extraordinary talent in the sciences. Number 1, a certified academic record demonstrating you have a degree, diploma, certificate, or equivalent degree from a college, university, school, or other learning institutions in the field of extraordinary aptitude. Number 2, letters demonstrating at least 10 years of full-time experience in the desired job. Number 3, a professional license for a particular profession or occupation. Number 4, evidence showing you have been paid a wage or other form of payment for services that indicate remarkable aptitude. Number 5, having professional association membership. Number 6, peers, government authorities, and professional or corporate groups must recognize your achievements and significant contributions to the field. Number 4, the EB3 visa for skilled or professional workers. The employment-based green card program for skilled workers, professionals, and other workers is a category that is not commonly used by professors and researchers but should be considered. The eligibility requirements for the EB3 green card classification are less strict than EB1 and EB2 visas. Nevertheless, you should be aware of the possibility of a significant backlog for visas in the skilled worker, professional, and other workers categories depending on your country of birth. The EB3 green card category includes, number 1, foreigners having at least 2 years of a skilled labor experience. Number 2, professionals who have earned a bachelor's degree. Number 3, other employees with less than 2 years of experience, including unskilled workers capable of performing jobs for which eligible workers are unavailable in the United States. Opportunities for skilled workers are not seasonal or temporary, and they need at least 2 years of experience, education, and training. Relevant post-secondary education may be used to fulfill the training requirements. The application for labor certification specifies the employment criteria which decide if a job is skilled or unskilled. Professionals must have a bachelor's degree from the United States or a comparable foreign degree that is generally necessary for the profession. Education and experience cannot be used instead of a degree. Now, what are the challenges in American classrooms? Foreign-born academics were often brought up and schooled in their native countries with beliefs and classroom expectations that were different from American ones. As a result, they may have unreasonable expectations of American students. Next one, because of their nature, foreign-born educators have difficulty adjusting to American classrooms. Professionals are respected in nations like India, China, and Korea. Foreign students may stand up as soon as they enter a classroom, waiting for the professors to say, "Please sit down." Next one, many foreign-born academics had to face significant obstacles to obtain their jobs, so it is reasonable for them to say, "I work harder and harder to come to the US and become a professor, and you all must study hard too." As accurate as it is, such words and attitudes are harmful to our American students. Instead, professors and lecturers should be taught how to put themselves in their students' shoes to comprehend, sympathize with, and assist them. Next one, while attending classes, many American students work part-time or full-time. Many of these students are first-generation college students. Among non-traditional students are couples with children, veterans returning to college, and students who are married and have children. Some overseas professors find it difficult to relate to American students who are diligent but just have distinct behavioral patterns influenced by their separate culture and upbringing. Now, professor's salary in the US. The typical full-time college professor earns about $103,800 every year. During the same period, full-time professors earn an average of about, $143,800. Well, there you go. Now you have the necessary information you need to immigrate to the US as a university professor. If you wish to know more about the visas you can get, salaries in the US, salaries for similar jobs in the US, and benefits of hiring foreign professors and teaching in the US as a university or college professor, go to our article and read about them in detail. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel if it helps YouTube's algorithm. You can also follow us on our social media. Links are in the description. If you have any type of visa that you want to know about, write the name in the comment section and we will make a video for it. Thank you all for watching.